Hi there. I am thinking about the power of decision today. Decision and miracles. I guess we're talking manifesting, right? Creating. How do we think things into form? And I have a story for you. So, some years ago, I had gone bankrupt. It was a freaking awful time. And I was a single mum on benefits. I was skint and we were just kind of getting by. And so, as I pulled myself out of my little hovel of shame that had just been horrendous, but I now see what a beautiful gift it was to release me from the energy of guilt and shame. And that I started to think, what is it that I want to do? I started looking around at a job, didn't find that inspiring because there's always been something more coming out of me. And then, as I kind of was just feeling into how can I be of the greatest service, how can I serve others, what popped up was this opportunity to run a women's group, a women's leadership group in my area. And I thought, oh, that could be interesting. And something in me, do you ever get that when you're just like, oh, I should do that thing, and you don't really know how, and especially when you don't have money and you're like, oh, I don't know, like I'm going, but I feel like a bit of a fraud because I don't have any money to invest. But it just felt like the right thing to do. So along I trotted to this day. And I think there was 5 other women on there on this day with me where we were being shared this opportunity to run a group. Great day, met some amazing women. At the end of the day, then it became, here's how you do it. It was an investment of just over £4,000. And I didn't have £4,000. I didn't have any way to borrow £4,000. I had a very bad credit history, so I couldn't get any borrowing or any loans or any credit cards or anything. And I couldn't see how that was possible. But I made a decision that I would love to run one of those groups. And so when they asked us, are you up for it? I said, but you know what? I would love to do it. I said, but I am not in a financial position to be able to do it. I said, but I tell you now, I said, I've made the decision. I would absolutely love to run a group in my area. And I left. And I let go of the how. And then the next day, one of the ladies who had been on that day with me, she sent me a message, and I literally had met her that day, so she didn't know me. And she said, I think you would be amazing at running this group, and I will lend you half of the money interest free. I mean, like, just amazing, right? So I was gobsmacked. And I also love the way she did it, where she was like, I'll lend you half, you get your arse in gear and sort the other half. So that meant then I had to take some action and go and ask and try and find a way to make that happen. And I was very blessed. I asked one of my friends, who has been a friend for many, many years, beautiful friend of mine, and I said, hey, is there any way that you could take out an interest-free credit card for this amount, and I will pay it off in, that period? So she did that for me, which I was very blessed, and there was the money, and then off I went, and I did run that group, and it was great. So in thinking about the power of decision, commonly what happens when we're thinking manifesting is what gets in the way is we think we have to know how. And in the minute we do that, we shut down the infinite intelligence, this invisible, miraculous thing, which is a creative force that is creating things, because we are shutting it down to our closed linear mind of, I can't see how that would happen. So I invite you to open yourself right up, make a decision, let go of the how, trust that it will happen, and then see what miracles happen for you. It is just miraculous. I love the way that synchronicities arise. And to me, when we're living in that, that is when we're living in this beautiful miracle of life. The miracle, the majesty, the wonder of life, instead of the drudgery of the repeat of stuff, which is pretty dull. So there's 2 different ways to live. Who was it said? Was it Einstein that said there's 2 ways to live? One is as if life is a miracle, and one is as if it isn't. So yeah, a choice to be made. I'm sure that's not the right quote, but something like that. Anyway, thank you for listening today. Have fun creating. I'd love to connect with you. Send me a friend request if we're on Facebook, wendy.harrington.140, or I would also love to connect with you on LinkedIn or Instagram. And let's get connected, let's get manifesting, let's get living the true brilliance of who and what we truly are. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.